Holy macaroni. I don't know. I thought I was recording. I don't know if I recorded, and I looked down and my screen was fading and I'm like, what the heavens? Didn't miss much other than my corny joke. Look at this. Live on the water. Nice view. Get to see beautiful sunsets and all that jazz. What do you think of those wooden shutters? I think they better build them. Now these houses are almost like bungalows. Oh, I like this entranceway. This guy did up an old truck. Oh, Ranger. I thought the Rangers were smaller. Whoa, little dip. Nice new concrete. A lot of work done on that house. Let's go take a peacey poo at the water. This is a good old bay, South Shore, Long Island. The ocean is just south of us. Actually, yeah. You can see the wind pushing this water around. You gotta be, go out on a windy day, you're gonna get knocked around, boy. Here's your bulkhead. Yeah, it's chilly out. Chilly Clinton. Wind is howling. There's a big old tree turning green for us. Look forward for a little warmer weather, but I'm not looking that forward to it with this man, that big tree, with this grimy state of affairs we're in. Number 2. I hope not. Not right now. I'm trying to go for a walk. Look how pretty this house is manicured. If this house was a woman, who would she be? Uh-oh, somebody throwing some stuff out. What do we got? Kitty cat stuff and a really cool sculpture. I wonder if that's garbage. Neat. I'm gonna come get it tonight if it's still there. Well, this is Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna come get it. Why not? It looks pretty good. I assume it's in the garbage. It has a nice finish to it. I'm excited about that. I hope I remember. Diggity. Diggity doo. Yeah, I like, I usually don't walk over here. I usually ride my bicycle. I like those better than the other ones that look at Mr. Ducky and Mr. Owl. And there's some red blank sign here. And I don't know what the heck it's supposed to mean. I think it's just so you see it. Like if you're driving down the road and you see, like me at night, and you see a big red reflection. Ooh, jet skis. Floating dock. Those are, I think they're collapsible, those tanks. I don't even know what goes in them. Yeah, the water is rough out here, boy. Not too many trees on this block, I notice. Beautiful, beautiful home. Not taken care of. You never know what's inside. That house was for sale. I don't see the sign anymore. Alright, my hands are cold. I'm gonna put this away for a little bit. Again, here's a house that was lifted. This is how you can see those foundations. And they lifted the house up. Got all this new stuff they need to take care of. Everything costs money. You can't pay the carpenter the bananas. And look at all this stuff. I would just draw a wire. I wouldn't draw all that other stuff. So you can go take pictures as references. Go back to them when you're drawing. Oh, here's a white tree. Looks weird because it's so gray out today. All right, let me click this off. Doodles. Yeah, there's the electric plant. Municipal building. Beautiful tree. And beautiful me. They got their own gas station. Look at that. Nice. See, nice and clean. Good job. Very nice. Look at the size of that curb, huh? It's like a step, then you have the beautiful street. It is kind of beautiful. It's one horrible way. And I don't know what they were doing. That's a prisoner of war flag. MIA, missing in action. They went to war. They never came back and they never found their body. People think that they were somebody's birthday is over. They couldn't account for them. So they put this flag up in remembrance. Island Park. See, normally when I walk, depending on what time of day it is, I come out over here and I walk up the road that we're walking on, usually on the other side of the street. That guy bought that big trailer, tried to park it over here, sticking all the way out. So I guess they told me gotta move it. This little, small little building here. And there is, boy, the plantation. Those walls could talk. Oof. If those walls could see, they'd close their eyes. Shady jump. This big old puddle. Get the reflections. Actually, you could like look into a reflection. It's incredible. Yeah. This place, shady. Oh, they still got the price tags, $16.99 each. 34. $68 right there. Where's the plants? Minus 4 cents. That's my brain doing my math. Oh, remember what kind of tree? Sycamore. I don't know what kind of tree this is. Look at this guy. He forgot the spring is here. He's doomed. They gotta cut this baby down before he takes out these wires. Uh-oh, that flag's taking a beating. And like I said, a guy I know put the, I don't know if he put the fence up, but he put all these bushes up. I'm not sure, I don't think he did the concrete work either, but then something happened. They came and sprayed this with something, and this is when it was new. And it stained everything orange over here, including the fence. Look, see that? Looks like rust. They came and cleaned it with some kind of chemical or power wash, but they must have did it when this fence was open, the gate. And it made a mess of a beautiful new thing, and it was gross before this. They put a lot of money into this. There's a lot of plants here. A lot of plants. A lot of bushes, all the soil, the fence. There's hundreds of feet of fence here. Well, yeah, I'd say 200 feet of fence and all this new concrete. The bus. There's a cute tree. You're gonna get big too. And there's his buddy. He's probably like, why did they put it so far away? Oh, when they get bigger, well, it's gonna get wide too. Not sure if that's, maybe it's a dwarf version. See here, these guys are gonna be flowering. Too lazy to bend over, you know. and all these buses. You know, there's a lot of money not being made. They're probably under contract. It's probably still getting paid. Like I said, it's April 19th. And I don't think, I doubt the kids are going back to school this year. Get the beautiful woods stacked up. See, who would think? If you're drawing like a neighborhood, what kind of things would you draw? Would you think of a place like this? It's pretty cool. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ambulance. Hopefully it's not so bad. Zoom. Look at this. This place has all landscaping supplies like these rocks, driftwood, all the stuff you need to make a garden like this. So, you know, their display is stuff that they sell. Fire pit. Trucks. I guess that, ooh, here's a nice bush. And this looks nice. Whee! I'd like to touch that. I don't think that's a regular rock. Do-de-do, and away we go. That is so weird that they have the privacy and grassy things, whatever they are. That they have them only in just little spaces. Okay, I've been meaning to say this. This is when you know you live in a pretty safe neighborhood. They leave all this stuff outside during this time of year. And it doesn't get stolen. Did a nice job on this building. Stucco. See? Well, them chairs got locks through them. Little cheap locks. But yeah, I'll tell you what they do in this neighborhood. And I can't say for the whole country, but I know on Long Island, I forget the name of the organization. But what they do is they actually sue. They sue communities to force them to provide low-cost housing. This is a place that some people have their last bits as a whole human being. But anyway, they sue the communities where they have to put this low-cost housing for I don't even know how to explain it really, but so you get this infiltration of people that you know what, I'm not even going to go on to this topic because it's just not worth it, the stress. Nice gate here. Maybe that's how I should have did mine. The rails on the outside. Pretty good privacy. Never been in here. Anyway, there's good old Garbage Mountain. Garbage Mountain. Well, let me stop for a second so we can have a little piece, a moment in between. One, two, three, 4 cars. This is the only way to Long Beach for a long ways. There's like 3 ways to get in. One is by a highway, very loud, annoying car. This road here is like the main road. And Long Beach, is a pretty fun place to live. You know, you have a boardwalk, and you have a lot of restaurants and places to go out. And, it's kind of nice. They redid this bridge. It took like, I want to say 2 years with these giant poles. I don't know if they made an extra lane, but they had to like whip up the road and get down into the meat of this bridge. You know, the infrastructure to make sure everything is sound. You got to do maintenance on things, you know. Now, it's funny. Years ago, a crazy friend of mine, he told me about this fishing hole, you know. He likes to fish. I used to like to fish when I was young, but I don't want to bother the poor fishies. Anyway, this road is usually very, very busy. So if you see cars, you know, it's not supposed to be a lot of people out. There aren't a lot of people out. This is just... Anyway, the power plant is over there. And they got it fenced off. But you can get in easily enough. And there's a little path you can go through, but usually in the wintertime, because apparently there's a lot of ticks in there. And in the wintertime, you can see the nice new work they did. But they made these little cubby holes over here. I don't know what they were thinking. Because people come down here and they go crabbing and stuff, and they have their lunch, and they drink beer. I mean, it sounds like fun to me, but I'm not going down there right now. Anyway, so we go through all this brush. You walk all the way down, follow that little waterway. And the water over there, is super warm because of the power plant. I don't know, something going through the turbines or whatever, but they use the water to cool something, and makes the water really warm. Well, with that, for whatever reason, it attracts a lot of fish. And those fish, you know, the people in the know creep back there with a big old bucket, and they scoop them fish out of the water, man. All kinds of different fish, too. We pulled up a fish that had a big old bite mark out of it from another fish that just wanted to eat it. Yeah, I got that so yeah thing. So yeah, I'm listening to some videos. It's this channel called, I think it's called Curiosity Incorporated or something like that. And see, there's one of them big platforms for the electronics, but they haven't put the electronics up. Well, I guess maybe just for those boards up there. But look at the waste. Could you imagine all that money? That's expensive to build like that. Yeah, we go in there and yeah. So they're from Canada, they're Canadians, you know. And oh, I'm so glad you're protecting yourself with your rubber gloves. Filthy. And ooh, they made this nice. This is a beat up old wooden fence. Got their barbed wire up now. I guess we can't go sneaking in there and fishing now. But this too, filthy. This, I believe, I don't know if it's the responsibility of the town or this electric company. This is the cleanest I've ever seen. They had to clean it to get these new fence up. But, you know, again, the curbs, your sidewalk starts disappearing. All this gets overgrown. This is all overgrown. Look at the filth. And I like to ride my bicycle. And you go through here. If there's a person coming the other way, You have this narrow path and it's all overgrown. Oh, Nelly. Someone put their initials on these. I think it's their initials. I noticed that when they first went up. And this. How is this? This is so unsafe. These things. Look at the angles. If you crash your motorcycle, bicycle, landed on that, think of it. Oh my God. The damage that would be done. Pretty tree. So I love when they put new trees. Good. But they make these trees now. They use breeds that don't grow that tall because they're worried about the electric wires, okay? And now with that 5G crap, they say they're not, that waves of energy is not good at going through things like trees and stuff like that. I think this camera doesn't focus that good when I'm too close. Simsalabim. This is a walk I take in the summertime. It's my 8-mile walk. I don't want to walk that far today. My plan is to just cross the street over there, around that light, and walk back the other way. Because it's gonna get colder. They like something. There's always a lot of birds over here. I mean, God knows what's going on the other side of this fence. Yeah, these birds are always excited over here. There must be some kind of energy. Because even in the wintertime, those wires that go across there, sometimes there's like 30 birds up on there. Gonna go all the way to the corner just to see. Because this fence is so high, it's blocking our view now. Look at this. It's really... Oh, we could peek in over here. Look at this. I wonder what's got them all. Oh, there they are, look. That's their spot, man. They like it over there. Huh. Back to Slumville. If you could just interview this box, it probably has quite a tale to tell. Actually, instead of crossing the street right now, Garbage Mountain. Some moron decides that the whole world needs to hear their crappy music. There it is. Idiot car. What an idiot. If your mom and dad does that, I feel sorry for you. I really do. Oh, somebody drove a little silly. The road looks good over here. Yep. Yeah, like I said, usually these roads are filled with people. Just gonna walk around these stores that, of course, are all closed into this big breeze. Here's the police booth. One time I had to go to the bathroom and I just went in one of those and went to the bathroom. I'm glad no cops showed up. Cops. Got a mixed opinion on those cops. There's all them birds. Yeah, usually there's even more than that. Sun is setting. I really should probably turn around right now, because it's going to take me like 15 minutes to walk behind all these stores. That's where I wanted to go, but I need to warm my little handsy pansies. All right, back in a few. The spice of life. Oh, I never saw that road over there. It's a road that you can travel around Garbage Mountain. I've always wanted to go in there. You're not supposed to. I don't want to get in trouble, so I don't really mess with things like that. It's the all-seeing pink triangle. Little sunset action way back over there. It looks more peachy and orangey on the phone than it does in real life. Real life, it's kind of like a pink. Big old long road. See how it gets skinnier as it gets further away? And it doesn't really. Look at this trash. Look at this. Garbage. Oh yeah, it's windily. The all-seeing pink triangle number 2. If I painted on the ground, I'd get in trouble. See, I complain about people's loud cars and them driving fast, but when I'm in my car, I'm driving fast. At least it feels fast. It's really not that fast. It's not like a race car. Oh, it kind of is. Not a super race car. It's the fun, you know. I wonder, as a passenger, like when I look back, when I view my videos, they make me smile. I don't know. Sometimes they make me a little dizzy. See, yeah, I must have a bebop in my walk the way that the phone goes. And yes, it's cold. The wind is blowing in my face now. The sun is set, or it's almost set. It's gonna get dark. Ugh. I have gloves in the bag, but when I'm doing this video stuff, it's such a pain to take the gloves off. Every time you want to pause or zoom in. Kind of neat, huh? That's an old bridge. And this is ridiculous. They redid this whole bridge and they couldn't make this path nicer. It's like, this is the place for people to walk, supposedly. When I'm riding my bicycle, look at this. That is dangerous. Trip and hit your face on that, look. Curve those. Soften the edges a little. McLaren Mustang. Old school. Look at this sludge. Would you like some sludge for dinner? I just want to take my kayak over here. The bay is really nice. But you know, it's a long ways to paddle over here. You'd have to have an access point, and they just don't make it easy. Am I gonna carry my boat all the way over here? I have this thing that I bought, has wheels on it to roll your boat. Roll your boat. Then I think you'd have to put the wheel thing onto the boat. This path is so narrow, my feet, I can't walk on them properly. This is so dangerous. When I ride my bicycle, I feel like I'm gonna fall in the water. And you know, I showed you, oh look, someone already cracked this. I show you the bulkheads, you know. They really should have put a bulkhead up when they did this bridge. This bridge cost millions of dollars to refurbish. Another thing, I don't know if this is operating or not, but my same friend that I would go fishing with over there knew about that warm water at the electric plant over here. There's a spot in this little bay over here where the water's super warm. We'd go take his boat, anchor over there, and look at that, and go swimming. It'd be really warm. Oh, look at that. We found ourselves a possum or a muskrat. Oh, wow. Where's he got? He's ditched. He's in the water find you, Mr. Fuzzy. Got nothing to fear from me, old boy. Nothing to fear from me. Boy, this looks pleasant. I'm gonna take a picture. You know, it's funny, you know, as you're walking around and we're looking at things, you know, just, again, I'm kind of thinking out loud. This is just, you know, me and you going for a walk. And it's so nice to share. Because I often do this by myself. You know, I'm not a young guy anymore. Most of my friends are, you know, married with children. Or they just aren't into exploring like I am. Like, I'm just a big kid, you know. I do enjoy this stuff. When I'm alone, sometimes it's really... It's kind of... I don't want to say I'm depressed because I'm just content. Unfortunately, I'm content to do nothing, you know. I go on these walks, and when I'm not talking into the camera, what you got there, boy? Oh boy, one of them fancy Dodges. You know, I see things, but I'm not looking at them from a point of view of sharing them. Now let's check this out. This paint job on the side of this restaurant. I seen the guy doing it, and I was like, oh man, that's cheesy, you know. Oh man, that's so simple. You know what? Simple is sometimes the best way to do things. When I used to create drawings, you know, it was all just a natural way of things. But what is this? I don't know what those things are. And going back to this guy's artwork, you know what? It's perfect for what it is. Passing by, simple, quick, colors are nice. You know how I feel about this. About people playing music in public. I hate it. Or in a restaurant, cheesy. Big old pelican. It sounds like big old is some new thing of mine. That looks nice. I contemplated renting this place over here. Not the outdoor tiki bar. That's not for rent. But there's a little, like, apartment on the water there. You got a beautiful view, but at the end of the day, do you really want to... I can't live near the water again. Aside from being next to a restaurant, music will be playing all the time. Parking lot will be jammed with people. By late night, a lot of noise. So, nah, it's not for me. There are some things about living near the water that are great, but I mean, I've had 2 floods and it's just too much. Those floods are too much. I don't know what to do here. It's kind of cold. I want to go down there. I want to explore, but you know what? I should have woke up earlier. This is one of the most dangerous crossing. There's nowhere to cross over here. There's literally nowhere to cross. Look at how wide that road is. There's nothing that indicates any way to cross. Now, because of this virus, because of this stinking virus, you can cross easily. There's not a lot of cars. This is another one that old super storm Sandy took out. It used to be called Ruby Tuesdays. And it's been years. God knows how much mold is in there. And you have to rip the whole place if you wanted to reopen it. rebuild everything. If I go back the way we came, it's such a boring walk. But look at the space they have here. This big old parking lot. I don't know. Oh, it looks like that hotel is all boarded up. It's done. Long Beach Market. I don't know what the reason for the demise was. Yeah, but it's cold. See my scatterbrain? It's like hotel, parking lot, cold, home, cricket pole, humanoid. Like, humanoid. What if he has the virus? Run. Had a great opportunity to take a photograph when I was crossing the street before, but I think someone might run me over. Yeah, I'm gonna take the quick path home. Squishy, wishy, sandy, wandy. These shoes are so squishy. Filthy humans. These shoes are the squishiest shoes, and I just walked on sand in my squishy shoes. Ooga, ooga, ooh. Squishy shoe, 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 ooga, ooga, ooh. Ooh, I like my squishy shoes. Squishy shoe, ooga, ooga, ooh. Squishy shoe, ooga, ooga, ooh. Squishy shoe, ooga, ooh, ooh. Squishy shoe. I love my squishy shoes. These shoes are so squishy. When I put them on today, I almost fell over because I lost my balance. So I talked to my father yesterday, and he's like, gonna have a big dinner tonight at his house, like Thanksgiving, he said. But you know what? I mean, what if I'm contaminated? You know, you could be a carrier. You don't have to have like the worst symptoms in the world. Not gonna kill you. But you might have the germ, you know? And it's not worth the risk of possibly passing that on. You know, I mean, this is some weird stuff. Bicycles. So, I mean, I'd like to go there and get my mail and everything else. But, like, you know, he took off work for a month. And apparently, my brother's all paranoid because somebody at his job died. And they say, you know, it was from this Corona doodle waddle. Corona banana. Crooked world. And, oh, sometimes people just amaze me. Yeah, these guys were working the other day when I walked by. Goes to show you. Some people got masks on and gloves on. Some people just getting about their business. There's all the schoolie buses. You're gonna see this path a lot, I think, because I do walk this path. It's the simplest path near my studio, which I'm gonna share with you guys soon. And all right, I gotta tell you something. My computer, hadn't used it for nothing, hardly for anything, for years, literally years. You know, I've had these ideas for like podcasts, got mics, got soundboard, and you know, when you don't know, look, we got another human, coming up on another human. You don't know what to do. And again, like I said, I'm not a young kid anymore. It's not like I could call my buddy up and be like, hey, look, let's do this together, and we could, you know, put our heads together and figure it out. It's not like that. It's like me. Plus, you know, I don't really get along with that many people, believe it or not. People are just always complaining, or they have their mindset on something else, you know. So, how you doing? So, collaborating. I also don't have like a regimented pattern of the way I do things, especially the last several years. I've just been down, so I go to try and do something, and you know, something happens that I can't figure out, and I just get frustrated and I walk away. I don't want the stress, you know. So, wow, it's funny. When I hold the camera in my left hand, I notice it bebops around a lot more, and my hand is steady, but I think I walk differently when my left hand. I'm going to hold my right hand now. It's a little bit different from walk. When I walk, I think I sway my left hand more, kind of like a tail of a cat bouncing. Uh-oh. I want to break my ankle in my squishy shoes. So yeah, the point is my computer. So I finally got my GoPros going, figured them out, finally. I'm talking about, I had those for years too. I got the SIM card figured out, the readers figured out, got the data onto the computer, and I go open up my iMovie, and I start dragging the clips in there to edit, and boom, I get the beach ball, spinning beach ball, and I'm going, come on. So when I first turned on the Mac for the last couple of years, this prompt comes up to upgrade the system. And when I got the system, I think somebody told me there's a certain program I had or something that wouldn't work if you updated. So I kept just skipping the update. And again, I hardly got on that computer. So finally, you know, I go on the other day and it says if I needed to update the computer to use my these online applications that I rent. Hey, how you doing? And I clicked on the thing to update the system, and then it said that it couldn't do it because it's an old update. So I, okay, restart the computer, figuring a prompt would come up, you know, to update the system. Now it tells me that I can't update unless I'm at like version 13. I'm at version 12 something. So I can't update the system because my baseline is too low. So I put some guy on the computer. I worked at some tutorial. And basically the guy's like, you know, back up your system, which I have an external hard drive, and then to like reinstall, I don't really know, you know, because they say word. I don't know what the word means. You know, it's computer terminology. Anyway, it get me frustrated. So I just said, and I walked away from it. But meanwhile, I have these videos, and they're getting old. You know, they're getting old. So I try to avoid stress so much because honestly, I have so much in my life already that I don't want to deal with it anymore. You know, I don't. And I have this other thing that's going on that's it's just there, lingering, annoying me. It's like gnawing at me. It's disgusting. The one thing that does make me understand it a little more is my parents, you know. When you have a fresh, bubbly young mind full of hope and wonder, you know, you think that other people think the same way. I switched to lefty mode. Now we'll see. It'll start swaying again. It'll probably make you seasick. Gotta take some Dramamine, boys and girls. So anyway, I have to do it because my hand is cold. I gotta switch to the other hand. So you can get disappointed in your parents because, you know, you don't understand. I've got a humanoid coming, so give them a little distance. So, you know, when you're young, you have a lot more room for dealing with stress. So I just, like, I blame so much on my parents, you know. But till you're older, like, to me, technically, the money that I had coming in, I mean, I thought it was a lot of money. I mean, I think, like, how else could I make money like that? And just to have the nothing that I have, I mean, I have some things, I do. I've acquired some things. But at the end of the day, I'm not living in some big house on the water. I don't have any money to burn. I live month by month, and most people do. I mean, and also things that matter to me, like 15 years ago, if you gave me $10 million, the things I would waste it on, I mean, there wouldn't be a penny left, likely. Let alone, I probably would be dead. But then again, I don't know. I like the peace of not doing anything. Like you say, a friend of mine says, "Oh, Johnny, you should see the world." I'm like, I could do that on the internet. I want to go some stinky place and have to pack bags and wash and eat food you don't like, and God knows what else. Pack stuff. You never have all the stuff you want. Your little creature comforts, the things that are yours. Oh boy. And plus, I'm not a youngster. When we were young, you know, I say we, me and my neighborhood friends, we would do things, and it would be an adventure. Everything would be like, it wasn't if something crazy was gonna happen, it was when. You know, it would just be like, I mean, we had a couple of trips to Florida that were just unbelievable. The stupidity, the craziness, just absolutely unbelievable. You know, real live adventures. Oh well, clickety clack. I'll soon be back. Bye.